Hey guys, it's Byron back with another video, and in this video I give you guys a tip on some things that you can do immediately to start building your confidence in wholesaling real estate and to potentially land yourself a deal. So make sure that you watch the video, because toward the end I'll tell you how this tip impacted my business, and I know it can impact yours. So make sure you stay tuned to the video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. I try to bring you guys the content that you want, but I also like to throw in things like today that I think that you guys could go out and do that will really help you land deals. I know we always talk about texting, cold calling, and all this stuff, and all that stuff is great, but this tip right here is what could potentially land you an unexpected deal, and I guarantee you it will help build your confidence in wholesaling real estate, and you'll feel real good about talking to sellers and buyers about wholesaling real estate if you just start doing this. And if you stay tuned toward the end of the video, I actually give you a breakdown of the deal that I landed using this tip. So make sure you stay tuned, and I'll give you a breakdown of the deal, and I'll tell you how much I'm gonna make on this deal. I just got it locked up, and it hadn't even closed yet. So I'll tell you how much I make on this deal, and I'm hoping that this deal doesn't fall through. But I will keep you updated, and I'm gonna let you guys know how it goes. So make sure you stay tuned to the video. Alright guys, this is Byron back with another video. If you're new to the channel, I'm a beginner wholesaler. I started about 6 months ago, just getting started in the business, and over the last 6 months I've averaged 10K a month wholesaling real estate. I don't know everything, but I'm here to share what I do know and to help you guys as new wholesale real estate investors, kind of learn the game, kind of just like I did, and kind of share my experience. And I also want to show you how I'm going from 10K a month to 30K a month wholesaling. And I'm going to try to do that. Maybe I get there, maybe I get there, maybe I won't, but you'll see. But anyways, today I want to make you a video that gives you some type of inspiration and give you some type of call to take action. And in this video, I want to tell you all, you need to start talking real estate, right? And when I say talking real estate, I mean talking real estate to everybody. Everybody you talk to, you ought to be talking something about real estate. That means you have to have your whole conversation dominated by real estate, but that person ought to know that you are looking to buy real estate, that you're a person that wants to purchase real estate, that you work with a group of investors that's looking to purchase real estate. And I say this because that's the easiest thing you can do. Every day you talk to different people one way or the other. And if you just go about and just talk real estate, you just run into things. Just like me, I talk real estate, and I'll talk real estate to everybody I come in contact with, doesn't matter who it is. And by doing that, just this past month, I just locked up a deal by just talking to a guy about real estate. I was talking to him, telling him what I was doing, telling him that, hey, I'm working with a group of investors looking to purchase property in the area. And then somebody else heard me talking, and they were like, hey, would you be interested in purchasing my property? And I'm like, yeah, what's the address? So they give me the address. I kind of look it up, and I'm like, hey, I'll let you know kind of what we can do or whatever. I keep talking to him, keep talking real estate around him. And then I eventually asked him, like, hey, how much are you looking to get for that property? He gave me a number, so I went and I looked, and I'm like, hey, I hit a couple of buyers up, give them the address. And that's one thing, man. It's like some of y'all are so afraid to give addresses. I know the big time people tell you don't give out addresses, and that may be a thing to do, but just me as a beginner, a lot of these buyers, they can't help you unless you tell them where the property is at. So even me, when I first got started, before I got a deal, I wasn't scared to tell somebody where the address is. because that's the only way really somebody can help. And if you reach out to me, it's like, hey, can you help me with this property? I want to know the address only because if I know the address, I can look, I can do my research, I can do all that stuff to give you way more insight than if you just tell me like some random stuff or just tell me a little situation. So don't be afraid to tell people the address, and if they snake you, you know not to deal with them anymore. There's not not just one deal out there, guys. There's tons of deals out there, tons of them. So don't be afraid to just, especially if you feel, of course, talk to the person, kind of fill them out to see if you can maybe trust them. But if you get the good feeling, just tell them what the address is. If they snake you, then that's their loss. You got to think that you are going to be the one that's going to wholesale a bunch of houses this year. And if that person snake you and you don't do business with them, then somebody else is going to be your partner that you're going to be doing business with. And that person that snaked you on one deal, that's going to be their loss, right? So, but anyways, I kept talking to the guy, got a number from him, went to talk to my buyer, shot them the address, and they came back and said, hey, this is what we can do. And I was like, wow, and what ended up happening is that buyer told me that he knew, a big buyer, a hedge fund buyer, that was going to be able to purchase the property cash for a certain number, and we would have to split the profits. Well, I was like, I really don't. Just me personally, I like to work directly to seller and directly to buyer. That's just kind of how I like to work, But anyway, so what I did was I went and tried to find my own buyer. So I hit the prop screen, went and started searching for those agents that work with hedge funds. Ended up calling the guy up. I asked him, hey, can you do this number? And he said yes. So I'm like, okay, let's do it. Got the seller on the contract. Bam, got him signed up. Got the buyer on the contract. Bam, got him signed up. And I got it locked up right now. And if all clears, all goes well, then I'm going to come out, being able to make a profit of $20K. So, but anyways, I just tell you that to tell you guys, hey, talk real estate. Talking real estate could lead you to that first deal. You can get that first deal, and next thing you know, you're able to set up a system where it's bringing in money, bringing in money, bringing in money. So I know this is the beginning of the week. Go throughout your week and talk real estate to everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. You never know who has a property. You're around people all the time. And what do people do all the time? People get divorced all the time. People move jobs all the time. Sad to say, but people pass away all the time. So there's, different situations that people go through, and you could be an answer to what they need. This guy needed to move. Like he's needing to go somewhere else. He's needing to sell his house so he can go on and do his own thing. So don't think that you're providing service, and if you can provide the service, great. And I tell people all the time, if I can help you, great. If I can't help you, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I'm not gonna do anything else. So it's all about providing a service, and I'm, just talking real estate. See who you can provide service to that's right around you. That doesn't cost you any money. And you don't have to have credit. You don't have to have nothing. Only thing you need to do is talk real estate. Talk about real estate. Let people know that you are interested in purchasing property, that you work with a group of investors that's buying in the area, right? So just get out there and talk. Talk to your family. Talk to everybody you know about what you're doing in real estate. I guarantee you guys, if you go out there and talk to people, at least at minimum, it's going to make you more confident about what you're trying to do at minimum. And you never know, you may run into a deal. You got a way better shot of running into a deal like that. So just go talk real estate to the people around you. Look around in your neighborhood. A lot of people are scared to hit the streets. I know it's COVID-19, but mask up, stay social distance, and don't be afraid to talk to the people on your street. Don't be afraid to look around in your neighborhood to see that property next door somebody may be interested in selling. You never know, right? So Your friend's landlord may be interested in selling. You talk to your friends like, hey, you got your landlord phone number? Okay, let me get that. So bam, bam, call you. You know, you may call your friend landlord, or you may call somebody else's landlord, or just talk to people about real estate and see if there's anybody around you, or if anybody around you knows somebody that own property where you can talk to them. And once you start talking to people about real estate, that's when the ball start rolling. You get way more confident, and next thing you know, you just talk about it so much that you'll run yourself into a deal, right? So that's what I got for you guys today. Talk real estate. It worked for me, and if it worked for me, I know it will work for you. So get out there, guys. Go talk real estate. Make sure that you hit me up if you got questions. I'm going to try to bring you guys more and more content that you like. So comment down below the kind of videos that you think I need to make to bring you guys value. And like always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification. So I appreciate all the love and support you guys show. I'm going to keep trying to bring value to you. Hit me up on IG. I will hit you back. REI next door. Hit me up, man. I will hit you back, no doubt. So all you guys have a good day, a good week. And remember, talk real estate. It could land you thousands.